win. When you are getting ready to go to that scrum, did you know that you were about to unload all of this, or is it just something in the moment that kind of took over you?
No, getting out there and seeing, reporters that report shit about you like it's fact without ever checking with you to see if stuff happened, who are openly friends with other wrestlers. It's just fucking high school. It's high school, cliquey, mean girls, drama bullshit. And I get there and I see these goofs, and I just, lose my temper. Top 3 CM Punk promos though.
Jabroni, JABRONIXYZ ABC. It doesn't matter how you spell jabroni.
Nah, we don't believe you jabronis. Nah, we don't believe you jabronis. Nah, we don't believe you jabronis.
See these goofs.
What's going on? Welcome to the Jabronis. 1 month out, all due to me. I'm sorry. I moved and there was a lot of things going on with cars and selling houses, buying houses, and I finally back. And it's in the perfect time. But I'm Topher McCann. He's Mike Butler.
In case you all need a reminder, I am still
there. You
the
go,
World Champion.
Yes, we have the.
We didn't even get a chance to talk about that.
No,
because we've been away. But once
king
again, somehow, some way, I pulled off an AEW upset, and I don't know what happened. So this will be at WrestleMania. It will be at WrestleMania. It will be on the line at WrestleMania. It will be epic. Hopefully, I don't have to just pass this right next to you. Although it will be the easiest transfer of titles that we've ever done.
That is very true, actually. So we are preparing for our WrestleMania weekend. We're hitting everything. I mean, this is actually our only.
It feels like a little trip, but it's better because I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, we have it all broke like Thursday right now. We were just saying before, a lot of people are down at WWE World currently, and we've had some reporting from the floors at WWE World. And,
sideline reporting.
Yes, not happy with the way things some were going. I know, friend of the show, Dom. He's down there. He took They went to go try to get AJ Styles meeting up, and it fell through to not get to meet AJ Styles. And I texted them and said that LA Knight would never do this to you. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, we got WWE World going on. I mean, they're starting. We're doing this Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, they are doing an opening ceremony thing outside of the Wells Fargo, I think at 5:00. So we're probably down there already because we got the 3-pack deal. So we're there for both nights of Mania. And then we have SmackDown. NXT is an option to go to, and Monday Night Raw. So we have Saturday's the big tailgate day. So NXT drops at 12. So I'm not 100% on the whole card. I know a few matches, so I don't know the game plans, but we have the option of going in there and watching the show or going in and seeing some of it.
Does Dom also have tickets to all shows, or are we like?
I believe they're just night one.
Is it a jabroni day for me and you?
Just Saturday. Yeah, Saturday's the only day where I believe we have partners in crime for night one. It looks like Friday, Sunday, Monday. It's a Jabroni Express. You will
love it.
Be attached at the hip with me for about 4
days. Can't wait, man.
We're planning a nice little, not crazy, but nice little tailgate for Saturday. My plans were simple. Let's Bluetooth speaker,
course.
I have a canopy in case it was going to rain, but I think it's going to be nice. So it's not necessary.
Yeah, it's gonna be should be nice. Should be nice.
Figure we get a cooler of some beers, maybe some teas, a little mixture. I suggested to just do like a get a little sterno thing with hot water and throw hot dogs in there and just make hot dogs. But odds are maybe go to the pretzel factory, get a bunch of pretzels, mustard, cheese.
No,
Yeah.
cinnamon.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Say I feel like that's all. I mean, as long as you got some drinks, some music, some food, we're set.
Is there like are we drinking tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah. Like
We're
should I
at-
like because I have I have a 12-pack of teas. So I didn't know if I
Yeah,
should bring that tomorrow or should I bring that Saturday?
We can bring them both. Whatever we drink.
Well, here's the deal. Did you go out and get alcohol like you said you were going to do?
I'm leaving. I figured I'm leaving work at noon tomorrow. So on my way home, I was gonna stop and grab maybe like what kind of beer?
I mean, I've converted to like strictly tea lights just because acid, like I don't know. Anytime I drink beer, the acid reflux in me gets really, really bad.
I'll grab some tea lights. And I was gonna
Or
grab
like-
like High Life, something that's just like a simple.
High Life, I think I'd be able High Life is what I would normally drink. So I'll probably have one of those if.
Yeah, I could do tea lights and that I might stop maybe and grab a bottle of something. Currently drinking the Screwball, but
You just let me know how you want to handle tomorrow because I also get done at 12. But depending on the weather today, the weather tomorrow, and how muddy my backyard is, I may have a lawn mowing situation that I have to attend to just because I haven't been able to do it.
no way that you would be able to mow your lawn. It's still going to be too wet.
That's kind and my backyard sucks because it's just always muddy. You've seen it, but like since Sophia's party, it's been pretty muddy for like the 2 weeks after that or 3 weeks after, however long it's been. It's been still pretty muddy, so I can't imagine it's any good right now.
I have a bunch of water problems in the basement here, dude. New house problems, right?
Dude, fuck these bitches.
Humble brag. Just no big deal.
Humble brag. We made
Wow.
moves.
That's sweet shadow band jaBROnis YouTube money. It's the best. But yeah, I'm saying we get down there. Either there was a chance Don was throwing it
Keep
out.
in mind. Sorry, keep in mind
Yeah.
there's other activities going on at the sports complex. Also, 3:00. The Phillies revealing their City Connect jerseys. They're having a big ass block party from 3:00 to 9:00.
No, we can't have that. We have SmackDown. We have the Go Home SmackDown. We have a Hall of Fame.
Which turns out, I wish we could just come back for Paul.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting being at a Hall of Fame. This is the first time I've ever done the Hall of Fame. It's gonna be interesting.
I'm looking forward to Paul, and I'm looking forward to the U.S. Express, mainly because Mike Rotunda is part of the U.S. Express, and you want to see, obviously, how I'm assuming he's going to mention his son.
I still think it would be funny if we just went in full blown suits just tomorrow for the whole entire.
I was thinking about that today.
I think it would be so. We're literally just there the whole time in like dress shoes,
3-piece suits.
everything. And we're just like, or if it would be even funnier if we wore like them and somehow like had it like over it and we just somehow remove them. We're just like in suits all of a sudden. That would be fantastic.
Yes, it would.
Now we had it all planned. So this past Halloween, because we're going to be all over the place here before we jump into Mania talk and predictions, previews, theories, all that stuff. Because we've been gone for a while. So where was I go? Oh, I got my Seth Rollins Halloween costume out, which the big red boots and everything, because we were talking right before Mike was going to be doing the Stone Cold gimmick. And I was like, all right, well, I have the Rollins stuff. Like, I don't want to wear the Rollins stuff into any venue because I'm not trying to like bring that much attention to the suit thing with SmackDown to the Hall of Fame. Obviously, I would do that. That's hilarious. But the Seth Rollins thing is more of a like, oh, look at me. Like maybe in NXT, I would maybe run into NXT for like an hour or so and just do it. Maybe I'll make it about myself like that. But
just a little bit.
I was like, that would be more of, I was just going to bring it and tailgate in it. And then we gotta switch over to the track goop. It's business later on at night, WrestleMania. We need a tracksuit on. It's business time.
Hell yeah.
But
I'd wear a sweet WrestleMania hoodie if it ever got here, like it was supposed to.
yeah, I ordered a small one of those starter jackets, and it's pretty small, but I guess if it was any bigger, it would probably suck. But it's pretty
Can't
badass.
imagine it suck.
If we're not wearing the suits to SmackDown, that's night one right there. Jeans, Tim's starter jacket with the Philadelphia Eagles WrestleMania shirt. We're done. Simple. Tracksuits exclusively at WrestleMania. We got the red one and we got the white one. We got to figure out which night. I'm thinking Saturday, maybe red, because I'll be doing a lot of things all day long. I think Sunday it's more of just a tailgate and WrestleMania kind of thing. So maybe we'll do the white. We'll pull out the white.
Get you? I feel
that. We missed like the month. We basically just kind of missed the whole just build up of this final boss Rock character. Kind of last we were here, there was the press conference and everything, and then the Rock really just saying shut up and enjoy the ride. And Drew McIntyre has just been fantastic. We're inserting CM Punk in situations, and then during all of this, just before we get in, CM Punk had his interview, which we saw in the beginning, in which we heard him for the first time talk about a lot of things that were not talked about. I mean, nothing from the brawl out, but we got a lot of things about the Jungle Boy situation. And then we got the rebuttal we had Adam Copeland on Dynamite last night, kicking off the show, doing a lot of negative things and just a lot of responses to these things where talking to a buddy today at work and saying just like, they literally made the scapegoat reference when the Bucks came out last night. There was 3 references to.
Could you hear what they said? I couldn't fucking make out what they said.
So I read it because someone clipped it and put it on the world famous X, and I saw the scapegoat, and the scapegoat is the Jack Perry name in New Japan currently. Also, scapegoat was mentioned with Cody, with Brandy saying she was the scapegoat with W, which Cody was followed up the next day.
Yeah. What a murderer's row of guests that Ariel Helwani had.
You told me was that Monday?
It's either Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, because I was off.
No, the Punk interview was Monday.
You were like, Punk's on, and it's like, ooh. So I'm like, I'm at the mall with the family, and they're in the store. I'm sitting at the bench, and I'm pulling it up, and it's live still. So I'm back, and I think with it was like a 4-hour window. I had that thing going where I finally finished the hour 51 minute. And I was and then the next day they clipped it where it was just his part. And I remember I watched it again just so I could,
really appreciate his insight on what's going on.
But I mean, again, nothing said honestly that I would disagree with. That wasn't really honestly. It seemed known, but it was very funny watching all of the people, all the AEW defenders. And again, There was a time and a point where I was a huge fan of AEW, but it's the one guy I love, the only guy, one of the only reasons I love this company. They're doing the whole thing again where they're like removing him from the website. You can't get his merch. It's just like, stop it. Bidding War of 24 was supposed to be this big thing that was like started to get talked about in like 2022. We're in it. We're in 2024. It's just like, well, what
shit, is it? Is it 2024? Fuck.
It's, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just,
that's highly disappointing. I agree. The only people I've ever liked in AEW was MJF, CM Punk, John Moxley. That's about it. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't hate AEW. Hate's a strong word. It's just I don't like how that place is ran. And then people like when I say that, people come up, oh well, at least AEW's balls isn't like a rapist or whatever, and I'm like, all right, well, I mean, it has nothing to do with business, but.
And why wasn't it taken? Like, it's just again, it's just yeah, it was exactly what I expected when things were going to be talked about. And even the kind of hint that he said of, did you like hurt your triceps at the match or like in the brawl out? He's like, I can't say anything. And he kind of just moved his eyes. And it was just like, boy, did you just say that you injured it brawl out?
Right. Like, isn't not saying it saying a lot, you know?
Exactly. The way he did not say it made it seem like he was like with his eyes and everything. I was like, ooh,
like,
I don't know.
There had to have been like something. I don't know how NDAs work, but if that were the case, that's like a lawsuit, right? Like there had to be I don't know how it all works.
And again, there's two sides to every story, but the way of his confidence behind him saying, like, I didn't want to sign the NDA. I had nothing to hide. Like that. And again, he can say that because there's an NDA, and I'm sure you can be a tough guy behind that statement, but it just seemed genuine. Just like, I had nothing to hide. I don't know why we needed to sign an NDA. It was kind of like they wanted it for some reason. So
we know CM Punk. We know that he has never really shied away from anything. I mean, at least from what we've seen as fans. He's never really shied away of anything. I mean, he walked out of a big-ass contract he had with the WWE. His Instagram is full of Easter egg insults, essentially. He doesn't hide away from this stuff. Meanwhile, you have the other guys who the company has kind of always been under a microscope. Maybe they didn't want another thing getting out and tarnishing the company's name.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I get it. It's just also the question too. It's just like, how long is a NDA? Like, will you ever be able to talk? I don't think he kind of went around that question, but
yeah,
in due time that'll probably come out. I have no idea about NDAs and how they work, so I'm not going to comment on it. But that was the big story this week coming out. Becky and Maria had a little angle on that show there as well, kind of building up their match. I'm trying to think of other big things that happened. Kind of this week. Yesterday was the whole Ronda Rousey and Drew Gulak story that came out. That was
I saw a little bit of that. It's I'm Team Drew.
Ronda's on like a fuck WWE tour recently.
I think she just. I mean, she can't handle fan criticism. Is what I think that is. I think wasn't it a problem in UFC? Didn't she get like really upset because fans were like booing her at one point?
She was quoted in some interview I saw yesterday around this with UFC saying she's one of the greatest fighters to ever lived, and she was getting ripped in the UFC community along now while she's saying that Drew Gulak like sure the drawstring of her pants in front of a bunch of people apparently allegedly I saw a lot of funny quote tweets, and people were like, I don't know why people are weird that a drawstring could touch a hand. Like, has anyone ever shook hands before? He was like, people are acting like they shake hands up here. It's like,
I guess like, you could like when I come and approach, so I'm approaching you, and my hand will come from the bottom, like, hey, how you doing? Maybe, but then she must have been like, I have drawstrings on my sweatpants right now. I got to like shake them for it to even be like, or how close was his hand to the drawstring?
it's
I don't know. Are
we having like you're pulling the drawstring where it unties and you pull it all the way out of the loop here? Or are we doing I
don't know, man.
It's a weird. Oh man, I thought it was interesting because Drew Gulak is from Philadelphia with Mania. Is in Philadelphia and his hometown, and it's just like, man, what the dude, hometown. A lot of people are in town or have carrying cross posted that thing last night where a lot of people started their careers here, like fight for that classic $50 hot dog handshake, ECW arena, even smaller little bingo halls here in Philadelphia. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting how. All right. Coming out like interesting things. The Vince McMahon stuff keeps he's selling off things. People are saying Triple H is going to be gone and cut soon enough. AEW said they wouldn't cut talent, and they're recently cutting talent, but now there's people saying that they're cut and they don't know why. And then Tony Khan's like, well, they didn't show up to things. So history was repeating itself with the old WCW days, and
yeah, no, it's funny because you're referencing Dalton Castle's Boys, and one of them responded too, saying stand, or he said something, I forget what he said, but he was like, oh, is that how we're going to play it? Stand by. So I mean, he's got something to say, I guess, because he retweeted wherever Tony said that. He retweeted it, and
there was a ROH media call, I believe, going on today. I'm trying to jump in, trying to close the work week out, and trying to just get some little tidbits of wrestling knowledge. So when we finally get back here after a month, I'm not completely idiotic about it. This just popped up again. I want to talk about it. The documents, the little docu-series have been coming out, and I spent 4 hours the other night crying to a Roman Reigns doc and a Bray Wyatt doc. The Bray one. Roman, I mean, the leukemia, my name is Joe. It gets me every time. My name is Joe, gets me every time. The Bray thing, just all different beats from them, Bo talking about them at the hospital and finding out, and him telling that story. Oh my God. And then seeing the new Fiend gear that we were going to get.
What could have been. Oh my goodness.
Predator meets Fiend. And just seeing the backstage stuff of like when he was burned up and talking to Bruce Pritchard saying like you wouldn't be able to like fight in this, and just the whole going through the release, just the whole thing. Both of the Roman one and both, they're both like 2 hours. I mean, fantastic.
Epic documentaries.
They're doing fantastic work, and I'm only thinking of all the ones I know. We're at some point going to get one, because everything big that happens, you just know that they're filming something for it. Like I know at some point we're getting Punk's return and little story. They have all that little footage. But they did a fantastic job with the Roman one, and really just the Roman one just told you, and like talking about it and saying how they were forced down the throat of fans for the longest time, and then just beat by beat telling the story of this, and then the Bray thing, just get out of here, and then the ending.
Interesting ending.
It seemed
I don't know.
I forget his name, his buddy who did all the Fiend costumes.
Oh,
on there.
yeah.
But it seems like they are. I mean, there was a little teaser at the end with the lantern and Uncle Howdy. I definitely think they sooner rather than later. I feel like they will.
Do you think
do this
as soon as a certain Raw after Mania soon, or do you think?
I do. I think this is. I mean, that was not done unintentionally. They're gonna.
I agree. I don't think it was done unintentionally.
They have him signed, and it was just they never revealed that he was. Oh, that was always talked about, like it was Bodell, but it was never revealed. But in this, they were just kind of like it, just admitted it. Said obviously it was his brother doing it. He got to work with his brother. It was the best time, but it's cool. It looks like they're going to continue, and there's many.
Good. He deserves to get that chance to kind of live out the legacy. Obviously, you don't want to mess with the Bray Wyatt character too much. So, I'm not saying put Bo in that new Fiend costume or anything, but I mean, there's definitely ways you can use Bo in that way. However, I would try to get that Fiend lantern with the animatronics, because that shit was dope.
Oh my god, that's all. That was so. Just the ideas that they had, and you're just getting this glimpse of it all real quick instead of it getting revealed to you. Remember when we saw like Bray's head as the lantern? You're just like, what?
Yeah, it was very cool.
But it was fantastic work. I'm looking forward to seeing how that continues. There's just God, what do we excuse me. We have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal going down on SmackDown, right?
Yes, we do.
They announced any other matches for SmackDown besides that?
They did. I forget what though. There's a women's match.
Ew. Women, gross.
I know. No, there's definitely a women's match. If you bear with me, I can probably find it somewhere. Definitely has something to do with Damage Control.
Beat up Bailey one more time, Day?
I don't know. Here we go. Let's see. Jade Cargill will be. Oh wait, no. This is no. Never mind. That was an old card. Old card. All right. Definitely stuff is happening. I know that much.
Definitely something's happening. I like it.
For sure. Sure. I can guarantee you that shit will happen.
All right. Well, I guess it's going to be, we got a lot of matches to go through. So I guess, and we're going to be.
Do we?
Right? Is it 13, right? They did
13.
Like it's 7 night 1.
6 on night 2, yep.
I guess I should pull up the match card for each night so we do them. I don't do like night 2 matches through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that would make it easier as we
we'll do night one
keep
first.
score at
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
we'll do it all together. So it's a total of 13 matches. And I got boom matches. I don't think they're adding any more matches.
You don't think so? No, I think
No,
so.
I mean anything on the
They
pre-show.
snuck that 6. Do you have that 6-minute the Philadelphia street fight on there?
Philadelphia street fight. Yes, it's on there.
You do on there? Because they stuck that shit by me. I didn't know that was happening until today when I was watching The Bump for the first time.
That's like going to be the filler match night too, where they got the other one. They got the big tag.
Are
match.
none of these on the pre-show?
There's no notion where I think there might be something on the pre-show, but I don't think it's going to
But
be.
these are all main. These are all main.
It's going to be 7 on night 1, 6 on night 2, because obviously they're going to have that extra.
It would
space.
have to be. It would have to be.
The ending's going to be. I'm assuming the ending of night 2, they're going to just. I mean, obviously, they just have the last hour on.
It's going to be like a 45-minute hour thing.
Let's. All right. Why am I wasting it? Let's get into the goddamn predictions. Yeah. Hell yes. Oh, look at that guy. Beautiful logo. We got it. Probably for the last
Neo doesn't think he's the one, but then Morpheus is all like, "You are the one." And then the Oracle is like, "No, you're not the one." Sorry.
You better not. You better not. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the money's always there. I was thinking about this for Mania. Is like, I wonder if this whole like New York a few years ago was cold and here, but there are big money markets. It's like if you're gonna pick like an indoor stadium in Indianapolis or an outdoor stadium in Philadelphia, yeah, I think Philadelphia is gonna get picked every time.
So I feel like, this is going to generate so much money for the city. Like, I don't even think the city is going to comprehend how much money this is going to generate. I guarantee you it will not be another 25 years for the next WrestleMania to come to Philly.
And also the only reason they do Mania in cities because you have to bid to even. So I mean, again, it's just sometimes it's nice weather, and I mean, hey, if Mania was 2 days later somehow, Mania is happening in high 60-degree weather. So it's just, what are you gonna do? But
if Mania was a weekend before, it'd be a torrential downpour.
That's what I'm saying. Like, before we get into predictions,
We
say that. What's the scenario again? Like, if it was like that with a downpour, like the other day, nonstop all day, like, what do you do 2 days of an outdoor show, torrential downpour? Everyone flies in from all over the world to a stadium and has hotels, and they're there from maybe Friday to Monday, and you can't cancel it. What do you do?
You have to. Yeah, I mean, you have to put it on. You got to put it on. Everyone's got to deal with it. Everyone's got to deal with it, in my opinion. You can delay it as much, but like, that one year in Florida when the fans were back and stuff, like, they delayed it for a little bit, and thankfully it stopped. But like, you got to do it. You have to do it, no matter what. I mean, you can't. That's too many people to be inconveniencing. Like,
what a game! Like literally, when you think about it, if Mother Nature rears it's like, what a fucking gamble that is. But we can't fund everybody and just be out all this money. We can't be like, we'll see you next weekend.
Right. Can't do that.
I don't know. Again, we're going to Mania. This is why I've been freaking out because it's been so shitty here in Philly for the whole entire week. And it's supposed to finally be nice, maybe a little cold, but it's going to be fun. So we're making predictions. This son of a bitch is the champion. And I mean, we got 13 matches altogether, 2 nights. So we're going to do our confidence points. Most confident 13, all the way down to 1. And in the tag match, you got to pick 2 winners because they're going to pull down both titles. So if you pick both correctly, you're going to get a bonus point. So if you put 6 on it, you'll get your 6 if you pick one of the 2 tag teams that win titles. And if you pick both the teams right, if you put 6 on it, you'll end up getting 7. You get that bonus point. So a little incentive there on one of the picks. But we're gonna start off with. I'm gonna. If you have Wikipedia pulled up here.
I can have it. Wait, you think I just like have Wikipedia all the time?
Usually not, but they have it was announced.
What do you
on it for announced matches? So I was just gonna go in order that they got it on here.
Yeah, I got it.
You never know. This could be the match order. No, it's definitely not the match order, but we'll just go in this order anyway.
You don't think Becky and
they're not, I don't think they're starting off the show. I think God. That's all right. Think in your head who you got starting it. I'm gonna look at it here real quick. I think only 2 matches can start off Mania.
2 seconds.
I want to see if you're on the same page with me.
Are we talking about night 1?
7 matches, night 1. I think the way you start the show off, I'm thinking only like 2 of them could be in that spot.
All right. So you either want to start really hot or you want to start really poopy. So
entrances
wouldn't be yeah. All right. So I was gonna say that
this is just my opinion too.
LWO versus Santos and Dirty Dom. I was gonna say that's a possibility, but at the same time, I think that's going to be such a stinker.
Yeah, no, that's not on my 2.
You don't want to open up with that. I mean, I honestly think you either. All right, so you either. It's either. All right, I'm going to say Damage Control versus Bianca, Jade, and Naomi could be 1 because Jade's first match in WWE. But it's really hard not to say the ladder match.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you're right.
I feel like it's
either the multi-man match or it's Jay versus Jimmy. Jay versus Jimmy with Jay.
I feel like Jay versus Jimmy's got to be right in the middle of the card.
You could do because it's going to be that could be in the beginning. It's gone and forgotten about.
Gunther and Sammy, I could also see kicking off.
Nah, I don't think they're going to want to start off with like a heel winning the match. I think the multi-man ladder match is an option.
It's weird how you're calling Sammy a heel. It's kind of crazy.
Nah, that's true. That's true. Hey, no, there's definitely ways that match can go. I'm saying where more I'm leaning, but that's one very low on my list right here because Gable situation. We'll get to it. But yeah, before I was just doing banter, thinking that Jey Uso theme song. I think is just something where you start after the opening and everything.
Good point.
Really start the show off with like that whole crowd doing
everybody doing it. Yeah.
Thing. I was like, all right,
yeah, that makes sense.
Start the show with the Usos, and then it ends with the Bloodline. They've been out of sight, out of mind for a while, and then maybe if they show up in that match later on. Again, this was just for fun. I just thought either the multi-man ladder match or that I thought was like because they've strategically done this card and split it up very to make each night be a little. But I'm leaning more like, not gonna lie, I'm more excited about night 2 than night 1.
Let me take a look see at night 2.
And I honestly accept like one match, maybe 2.
I don't know, man. I think night 1 has a pretty good card too.
See, that's a
I
good
mean,
thing.
I'm
You said
looking.
they broke it up pretty. I'm just leaning.
Yeah, so like night 1, I'm really not interested in seeing that LWO versus Santos and Dirty Dom match. It feels like it was a match that was just kind of thrown
Same.
together to add.
I agree with that.
Everything else I'm pretty interested in seeing, but night 2, like the Philly street fight will be cool.
That's like
But
the
if
only
it
one
wasn't a
that
Philly
I'm not.
street fight, it wouldn't be cool.
That's the only one I'm not interested in.
Um,
But it's a street fight, so it's like, all right. And besides that, I'm pretty maybe the only match I'm not as interested in is the Io Sky match. Besides that, I think they're all. Logan Paul.
it's a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card. If there's 13 matches and there's like one definite where I'm like, I don't really need to see that, then like that's pretty good.
Both men's.
I'd rather have just seen them run Ray versus Dom back again and give Dom his win.
What are they? All right. So how we start night 2 off, dude? We got 2 men's titles on the line. So is that maybe how it starts? How we're seeing it?
I think it depends on how night 2 ends.
That's true. True.
Just I could see them doing something just for the story, like, oh, we're kicking off with the world heavyweight title match, and how's the fact that Seth finished WrestleMania? It was last night and is now first tonight. How's that going to affect his health? Yada yada yada. His mentality. I could see them pulling something like that. If not that, LA Knight versus AJ Styles or the triple threat.
Oh my God, I think you might have nailed it. Starting off again with the Jey Uso theory of night 1, with the big pop music to start off. I mean, you start off with LA, place goes.
Yeah.
And then right after that, I think AJ's debuting new music and a new entrance, so that'll be interesting.
Oh, really? How about that?
All right, let's get into this. We
actually have matches.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about them. We're gonna give our theories. We're gonna make picks. We're starting off with. We're following this, so we're doing Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch. Rhea Ripley won this title 1 year ago, and I mean she's trying to defend it against the man, Becky Lynch. I mean, she put her book out. Solidify this title, this already impressive title reign, 1 full year.
I will go first. I can go first.
I was gonna say you get the option.
I'm using the notes app on my computer to keep track. So.
Wow, so you're gonna have like this logged?
Yes, I am.
All right, cool. Then I don't have to think too hard on this.
So, it's a tough one. I think that Rhea Ripley is so damn good. I don't. There are reasons for my answer, but the main reason is I don't want to see Rhea Ripley lose. So I'm going to put 3 points on Rhea Ripley to retain the world title for the ladies. It's a stupid pick because Becky has that book, and I feel like that fucking means something, unfortunately. Rhea's been so dominant this year, and I just don't think Becky is the one to fucking beat her, or at least should be the one to fucking beat her. You can liken this title reign to Roman Reigns if you'd like, or maybe someone a little less dominant, but still very dominant. But I just not really having an interest in Becky winning. And also, I think this crowd will be very pro Rhea Ripley. So I'm,
entrance is going to be dope.
I'm gonna rock with Rhea here for 3 points.
I'm going to reverse your 3 and put it together and make a good old 8 for get the one side of a 3. And then
Okay. All right. I'm like, what?
Make it. Yeah. I think this is like a solid. I think they're trying to make Rhea Ripley be like the top like WWE women's star. And I think this win over Becky will like solidify this whole entire run. I don't know what the future of Judgment Day is. I think there could be a little mix up coming up with some theories coming up soon in future matches.
Was that a hint? Was that a hint?
Theory? No, not. I have an
Oh,
Austin. I have an Austin.
Yeah, that's not an Austin theory. Okay.
But yeah, Rhea I think is up there more. So I'm 8. I'm fairly. I don't. Becky Lynch winning this match.
I'm shocked. I'm kind of shocked that you're that high.
You just everything they've done with Rhea, and again, too. This is one more thing I want to say. A lot of these matches, I don't even know if it's announced. They always do WrestleMania Backlash, and I'm not trying to fall into that trap where I always am like, "Fuck, I forgot about that show." I remembered WrestleMania Backlash this year, and there's like 2 matches I picked out that I'm like, I could see them doing this, and it not paying off, and then wait. And it's hard to pull the trigger on the one that I think they might do it. I hope they don't, but it's not in the main. But I'm putting that in my mind. Remember, they have Backlash, so there's always like 2 matches of people you think that are going to win matches, and they don't win that match. And it doesn't mean that they're going to win at Backlash either, but they might. But it's just they have to have storylines for certain things that go to that. And I'm just saying it for you now too to remember that, because I always forget it every year and it pisses me off. All right,
it's in France, isn't it?
Is that what they announced?
Backlash is in France, yeah.
So, God damn it, who's French? God damn it, is Roman French?
I know one person speaks French. Well, 2 people speak French. There are probably more people who speak French.
Ludwig Kaiser's going to be world champion. Oh my God, yes. Obviously, he's not French. Okay. All right. So we're 1 down. We are moving on now to what are we going to hear? Ooh. All right. IC title. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I start this one off. This is an interesting one and a little difficult to predict with the Chad Gable whole storyline thrown in there, and a lot of people thinking that he should have been the one in this spot instead of Sami Zayn. But then you involve him and you have him like helping him train. You have to go down this path of, all right, are we doing the Gunther retain and maybe Sami Gable feud, or Gable interferes and helps Sami win the title, and then it's kind of like Sami's mad at Gable for like not helping, like letting him do it on his own, and then Gunther can kind of go into the main title scene and then leave the IC title behind. Or this is just me. Damian Priest.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut
up.
Put it out there.
He would no, because what you're saying is that Damon's a dumbass. Because this whole Money in the Bank reign has been discredited as a person who has an IQ. Seth Rollins spent half of the WrestleMania build injured, but still on the show and still getting his ass kicked. There's no way he passes up the last 2 weeks cashing in on Seth Rollins just to cash in on Gunther on the grandest stage of them all. If that happens,
Seth's just holding the title. Seth's just holding the title that was made because Roman Reigns wasn't around a lot. Gunther's like the longest reigning IC champion in history. What would make a little mark on maybe possibly doing something as being the person who ends that longest reign?
Yeah, but you shouldn't even be proud of it that way, then. You shouldn't even be proud of that way because,
I don't see
Gunther deserves better. No.
I'm throwing it out there. I think that he probably tries to cash in on. I think he would cash in on a match that people wouldn't think he'd be cashing in on, and maybe he's the reason why someone loses a title because Damian Priest gets pinned. I don't know.
All right, fine. Like, yeah, if you're gonna do it that way, you're gonna have to do a Seth Rollins and make it a triple. Excuse me, make it a triple threat.
There's
and not after the match.
You talk about that soon. I just wanted to throw it. I don't think that's happening with this one. I'm just throwing out that theory of saying, like, what if he thinks like, oh, I could ruin the reign of like the great, just to have the title of I'm the guy that dethroned Gunther. But I guess it would be more of a, I don't know who, like, I guess I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be Sami Zayn though. That's what I'm getting to. It could be. I think he had his feel-good moment last year. I don't think there's enough build there for Sammy to be the guy to dethrone Gunther. But this is kind of like how you are with your first pick. I'm not as confident on it, so I got 4 on Gunther. Long answer. Sorry.
It's cool. I guess fucking said it. But, yeah, I've been back and forth on it. I had a good reason, but I don't remember it. I feel that we could potentially see maybe a heel turn from Chad. Maybe he doesn't want Sammy to get the spotlight that he feels he was destined for. So I'm thinking that's a possibility. Chad actually costs Sammy instead of helps him.
Yeah, and then they can continue that feud.
Yeah. Same time, depending on what you think about what's going to happen at the end of night 2, if Cody beats Roman, he's going to need a heel. And I'm assuming Roman will be stepping away. You know, you obviously have like probably a built-in feud there with Solo getting a shot. But I mean, long term, I mean, you're gonna want Gunther as the main heel. I feel
Where's
challenging
Gunther
the world title or the WWE title.
What show is Gunther on?
He's on Raw. No,
yeah. Cody Rhodes wins that title. He's probably going to
SmackDown. He's on SmackDown. Yeah, that's true.
These are like all the things that people are saying. I think like, is Cody advertised for Raws coming up? So people are saying, oh, that might not.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter at all. So I can see. I mean, I see what they're doing. They're trying to make it a Rocky thing too. Being in Philly and stuff, and the video that showed on Monday. However, I just it's hard to pick Sami Zayn right now. I'll go nuts if it happens, but for the sake of being smart, I'm gonna pick Gunther, and I'm gonna put 1 point on Gunther. That's gonna be my one.
Yeah, that's why I was like a little lower on it. There's still like two I don't think I've filled out just because I was like debating, or three maybe actually, which I'll realize when I don't see their name written down. And even the ones I wrote down, I'm still like starting to be like, is that right? Because again, I keep having this backlash thing in my mind. I'm like, oh. All right. Next up, we got the big multi. Where the hell is it? Yeah, the big multi match. We got Judgment Day, Champs, DIY, Awesome Truth, New Day, A-Town Down Under, and New Catch Republic. And you got to start off, and this is also the bonus if you get both.
Yeah, so it's kind of intriguing to put a little bit of a higher number on this.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the smart thing is, like, I feel like we both kind of know at least one team that's walking out with titles. So the smart thing would be to put the big number on them.
Has to be the big. It has to be the big feel good moment.
I'm not putting the biggest one on there. So I'll say Awesome Truth will definitely be taking home gold. I'll put 5 on. I'll do a 5. And then my backup team for the extra point. Such a solid question. Such a solid question. It'd be funny if they did all this and they just had Awesome Truth win both titles. You know, there's no penalty for this one. I fucking hope it happens. I don't think it will. I'm not going to pick the Judgment Day. I think Judgment Day will lose both titles. I think the Awesome Truth goes one way. Oh, but they're fucking on the same show. Oh my god. And I don't think they're smart enough to move people from shows. All right, so then I'm going to do this. Awesome Truth will be your new Raw Tag Team Champions. And A-Town Down Under will be the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Bastard. I thought that was going to be my sneaky pick. I thought you were going to get.
I was going to pick DIY. Because I want them to win so bad.
I thought you were going to do New Republic or whatever the hell, and I was like,
no, I was going to pick DIY.
All right. Let's see what we're doing. Yeah. Awesome Truth. I'm putting 6. I got Awesome Truth. For that bonus, I'm going with you. Same. I think they really like Grayson Waller. Theory beat Cena a year ago at Mania. I think you're splitting the titles up. I think they're going to do maybe – it doesn't need to be. I think they're going to do face heel. I think a face team chasing the titles on SmackDown, especially with Waller in Theory, would be a good program going into SummerSlam. And I think that feel-good moment is R-Truth having that big moment at Mania, which I'm excited to be there for.
Yeah.
And him like doing where he's going to forget he needs to grab both titles. So he grabs like one set and then starts celebrating or something, doesn't grab the others and falls off or something. I don't know the way they're setting it up. But yeah, I'm awesome truth with Florida 6, and we'll get the little bonus on the A-Town Down Under. That's the way it should go. That's the way. This is one of those matches where I want it to go exactly that way. I like DIY, but
I really want it to be DIY. I don't know. I just love them so much.
you could turn them heel for a while, and then maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Candace is turning heel. Let's get Johnny to turn heel.
You turn them heel for a while, then do the face run, and then do the breakup on the main roster if you wanted to. But yes, going with that. You're thinking the same thing I'm thinking there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Battle of the Brothers next. Jay and Jimmy. And this is the one I said possibly starting off the show here. Backlash is in my mind for this one. This is one that fell into the category. But I think he's going to have that WrestleMania feel. I think Jey Uso to have that big WrestleMania moment. So I'm kind of in the middle of the pack on this one, but I got 7 on Jey Uso.
Man, that's funny. Also have 7 on. I have 7 on Yeet. I have 7 on Yeet.
Yeah.
Yes, I have 7 on Yeet.
Again.
I just think, I think there's just no offense to Jimmy. I just think there's more to it if we get a Jay win here. There's too much of this. This is cool. They want to see 90,000 people do this.
This is agreed. All right, it's time to go. This is our go-to. They're switching brands. This is our go-to girl. That bitch, Jade Cargill, teaming up with a returning recently Naomi and Bianca Belair, taking on Damage Control. We got the women's tag champs in there, but you have the floor. I mean, that's our girl right there. Been hidden. People saying negative things about her. When is she going to show up? Is she training? Is in the Rumble for a little bit? And boom, she's out.
We all need to chill on the one of the jaBROni Female Superstars of the Year award winners. Okay,
girl, dare
because not only do you have Jade, you have fucking Bianca Belair. You have Naomi. I mean, the talent in there is just fucking forget about it. Not taking anything away from Asuka, Kairi Sane, Dakota Kai, but Dakota Kai, bum leg. Kabuki Warriors, no match for Bianca and Naomi. So I'm definitely going Team Jade, and I'm looking at both cards right now. And I think they're going to be one of my big numbers. And I think I'm going to put 12 on Team Jade.
Ooh, you're almost up there. I'm right there with you. I don't need to say anything. 13 on my girls. Boom.
13.
Right. Gonna bring her on a WrestleMania debut, and she's not winning. Getting a pin.
I docked a point because they are facing the tag team champions. Did dock a point. I docked a point.
I get it.
Gotta put that respect.
I respect the hell out of that. I really do. All right. We got 2 left on night 1. That's not it. There, we got rid of everything. Dear God. There it is.
Are we not in Philly anymore?
We're back. Neo. All right, we have this kind of just thrown together match with Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom. And I'm starting this one off here.
Yeah.
This seems all right. So they definitely been building like Carlito. I feel to turn heel. Like I feel like just in the background, it's been noticed. And Dragon Lee's a new member and it just seems like a setup where Carlito's going to turn and have a heel run, and Rey Mysterio is going to get screwed over again somehow. I think the only spot I see literally no reason why Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee win this match. The only benefits of any outcome. This is one where I just, even though I don't even have a lot on it either, I just don't see any other outcome to this with storyline purposes. So I got 5 on them with Dom and Santos. I should probably change that actually, but we'll keep it that low. I'm nervous about my 12. But you could have that as your 13 actually.
I literally am just kind of
pick them. Your favorite wrestler, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee.
it's just
Put 13 on it.
Santos is kind of man. I mean, it could be
Santos is kind of what? Santos is
Santos is trying to break away from the LWO, and I think he needs the win. I think Dom needs the win. I don't think you're going to get like Dom pinning Ray. I think you really do save that for a rematch. I think you get Santos pinning Ray. Maybe Santos is going to pin somebody because that's how you win a match. So I think he's going to. I'm going to put Santos and Dom. I'm going to pick them. I'll put 4 points on them.
Yeah, I think this is a way to get to doing they're going to do like a Ray and Carlito thing. I
didn't even think of that, honestly.
What I'm seeing from what storyline and stuff, and just kind of it just seems like maybe that's the route they could potentially be going. But again, what do I know? I'm just a stupid mark. All right. This leads us to the big tag match to figure out what the hell's going on for night. Why do I keep clicking on the same stupid goddamn match every time? No, we got Seth and Cody taking on Roman and Rock. If Roman and Rock win I can't talk anymore. Bloodline rules for night 2 main event. If not, it's just nothing but a fair game for night 2. So take it away.
Oh, is this me?
Yes.
Shit. All right. All right. Well, here's the deal. I am not confident, or I am not as confident in any matches on night 2 as I am this match. I am, how do the Germans say, uber confident that Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes will have bloodline rules. I'm super confident you don't not have bloodline rules, especially after last year. So what's their team name? What's a good team name? Because I don't feel like typing out The Rock and Roman Reigns. Bloodline, I guess, whatever. Bloodline, and I'm gonna put 13 points on them. I'm gonna put 13 points on the old Bloodline.
All right.
There is your pipe and smoke it.
There is a part of me that was thinking like, hey, what if Seth and Cody win night 1 and then The Rock comes out night 2 and just this final boss character goes, I don't care what happened last night. Bloodline rules night 2. And they just continue. There's a
He
part
is the
of
boss. He is the final boss.
there's a part of me that is just like, what if they do that? And I can't hold on to that. I'm right underneath you, but yeah, I got 12 on Rock and Roman. I mean, I think we obviously have to build up this main event night too to make it more chaotic. Interesting how they go about who pins who, depending on things. I mean, if there's, I don't know if it's a clean win or whatever. Maybe you do Rock pinning Cody with the way things have been.
That could be a good one.
Which we've been in the back of our mind for later on in the year, but we can remember, The Rock pinned Cody. So, oh my God, Queen Sophia sighting. Queen Sophia.
Hey, Daddy. I want to paint your nails.
You want to paint my nails? Okay. We will talk about that after I'm done.
You take forever.
It's a big show. It's WrestleMania.
This is the biggest.
It's a pretty big show.
We're gonna run through these predictions so you can paint them green and black and silver.
Yeah.
I'm leaving out.
Bye, Queen Sophia.
All right. Thank you for letting me know.
All right. So.
Yes, no, it'll be interesting to see who gets the pin, who takes the pin. I mean, I think the most common one would be Rock pinning Seth, right? But the story is in Rock pinning Cody, Roman pinning Cody, one of them.
No matter what, a champion who's defending the title the next night is going to get pinned. So
you don't think? Cody won't take the pin, right?
I don't think so.
He's only been pinned like twice.
And then the Rock getting
returned.
The Rock getting pinned doesn't really make sense if there's going to be a title match down the road. Yeah, I just think and they did a little bloodline rules thing on Raw just to kind of reflect what it is. It's just it's not getting introduced unless you were going to be doing it. So that will close out night 1, and we move on to night 2. We're going to start off.
We're spricking in the same lingity on night 1. Not one difference.
Where the hell is Seth freaking Rollins? I don't even see it here. I thought I did it. I thought I did a beautiful Seth and Drew one, and I thought it was fantastic, and I did do one. It does exist. Just
wow, really?
Just never put
making
it in
that title. Oh, all right.
Seth freaking Rollins taking on Drew McIntyre. Now, do I start this one?
Yes, you do.
All right. So we know Seth has been mainly focusing on a storyline that has nothing to do with this title. This is just short and simple one. Drew McIntyre's been killing it. We all know that it was supposed to be Punk in this situation. Clash of the Castle's coming up. Punk's healing. We can get back to the Seth and Punk feud at some point, but there's stuff there with McIntyre. There's even a chance for a triple threat at the Castle. I don't know, but there's no Drew winning this title is the best possible, and I can't believe it, but he's just been so good that you put this title on him and give him that big title win at WrestleMania that he also has been talking about. And we see what happens. But yeah, I got 11 on Drew McIntyre.
All right. All right.
Come on.
All right.
This is
All right.
the majority here. I feel like this is like a fucking square pick.
I got 6. I got 6 on Drew. I think there's always a possibility that they want to hold out hope for Punk Rollins for the title. I mean, I know it don't need it, but at the same time, I think Drew he's done a complete 360 in my mind, because I wasn't really feeling a Seth Drew match. I want to make clear, nothing that he has done has made me want to see this match, but it's everything that he has done has made me want to see him as world champion. And if he has to have another match with Seth Rollins, then I guess that's what we got to do. I am holding out. I have a little bit of reserve, because I do believe Damian Priest may cash in. But at the same time, they do have Clash at the Castle coming up, and it would make sense, and I guess it would kind of make up for what they did last year at Clash at the Castle, to have Drew walk in as champion, but also they could have him walk in as challenger against Damian Priest and win it there. So I am going to pick Drew. and I'm going to put 6 points on it.
I feel like the cash-in could happen, but I feel like maybe it would happen after he already wins the match. Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I agree.
Like this cash-in could happen in a different match, which no one is expecting coming up soon. Possibly.
Interesting.
All right, let's chug along. Next up, we have the Women's Championship on the line. Io Sky. And hey, we want some Pele.
If that does, you just read my mind. Like, if that shit doesn't get started in Philly, I'm gonna lose it.
Hey,
so I think Bailey is absolutely 100% going to win this. I'm just not really feeling like Io's good, but it's been a minute since Bailey's had a run. I think you have to have one of the 4 horsewomen walk out with gold, and I don't think Becky's doing it. Small hope that we get the hugger Bailey. Really hoping we do. But I understand if we don't. All I want to do is I want to see wacky waveable arm flailing tube men. That's all I want to do. So I'm putting Bailey.
We'd be freaking out.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm gonna put Bailey. Get ready. 10 points on Bailey.
Woo! See, this is the deal breaker. All right, so this is one that I feel like she's been getting the shit kicked out of her this entire build, the entire time. So I think she's going to win this. But this is one of those WrestleMania Backlash matches, I think, also, where I think that they all Damage Control lost like the night prior. And maybe there's shenanigans in this match. And Bailey loses and she gets her comeuppance at Backlash. I'm banking that for this one. So I only have 3 on Bailey.
You have 3 on Bailey.
Yeah, I'm taking Bailey.
I thought you were going Io there.
No,
you built it up like you were going Io.
I'm just hedging, I guess, because you have so much on I guess I didn't know you were gonna have that much, but I think Bailey should win, but I can see a way why she won't. That's why I'm not putting a lot on it. That's my logic.
I get it.
There's something in my throat, and it won't leave, and it's bothering me. I keep muting myself for everybody, at least. All right, next up. All right. It says AJLA, so I didn't know that. I didn't know what Ajla meant, but it means AJ and LA Knight. And I start this little bad boy off here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So way back when I was predicting LA Knight, Logan Paul, US title, WrestleMania. I was pretty adamant about it. I was off. It's happening at SummerSlam. Spoiler for a new pick coming up. Which again, the person it's in his hometown and he's the main attraction and poster boy for it, Logan Paul. So spoiler for who I'm picking. But I think that is the spot where I think I was just off. I think I was off. We're not doing it at Mania. I think it's happening at SummerSlam. And that'll be a full year from the Slim Jim Battle Royal, I believe, where he won that meaningless match where we were like, we want him to win a title.
Meaningless.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
That match got Slim Jims in the new video game, damn it. I just whooped the shit out of Roman Reigns with a Slim Jim.
Didn't they drop them for a little bit though, and then like join them like the next day? No, they were quitters first.
Yeah, but that was
like,
Vince.
Oh no! Right? Cricket. Well, they put the cricket noises in. You guys had it.
No, I don't think so.
Noises.
No,
All
we
right.
can't.
I think this is again. This is my backlash voice talking back there. There's another one where I'm like,
Wee.
They're gonna give him his comeuppance in France, but I think this is a big moment, big win, momentum. We kind of missed the ship on him a little bit when he was super over. Let's keep it going and let's do this thing. It's right there for you to do it. You have the storyline going right next to you with it. It's there. It's there. Let's go. LA Knight. 10.
Yeah. How much?
Yeah.
Did you say 10?
Yeah, I'm 10. Oh, dude, I got merch money too. I've already got something. It's like if we go to any store or somewhere, I'm gonna probably spend a stupid amount of money on random merch.
Oh, I plan on it. I also have LA Knight for basically all the reasons you just said. But mainly, I mean, my number one reason was that you want to make up for missing the boat on him. He's earned this big Mania win. AJ doesn't need it. LA Knight does. So that's why I put 8 points on LA Knight. Yeah. Deducted some points because you just said that AJ is expected to debut new theme music. So, do you want to hear it twice or no?
That's what I heard on the streets.
On the streets.
All right. Next up, we have. We just mentioned it. Triple threat match for the U.S. title. Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. Logan Paul, we have Prime Boy. Prime's going to be in the middle of the ring, UFC style, for this PLE.
Is it?
And going forward, it's going to be
for just his matches, right?
No, for the whole.
What are you talking about?
It's going to be like in the ring, like on the mat, the Prime logo.
Every PLE.
Yes.
Every match.
Yes.
That's going to ruin WrestleMania for me, probably.
Did you see that thread of WrestleMania moments and people just Photoshopped the Prime logo in the middle of the ring?
No, I did not see that. Dude, no,
imagine,
that's gonna make it so unserious.
like
Oh,
the
that
Bret
pisses
Hart
me
moment,
off, dude.
Shawn Michael moments, Undertaker moments, Cena moments.
Yeah.
Just all
No, that pisses. It looks silly. Yeah, oh, that pisses me off. That pisses me off so much. I hate Logan Paul. Oh, it makes me want to not pick him. Oh, what a piece of shit.
A picture of a truck hauling a blue Prime Jeep, the big tires, like almost like a. So it's. I'm assuming Logan Paul's going to have this big entrance with these big Prime vehicles and whatnot. So
He's such a piece of shit. I hate him so much. I hope that's not happening. I hope it's just for his matches. Oh God, please let it be just for his matches. Logan Paul 9 points, but God fucking damn it. I mean, I guess yeah. If they're gonna be doing that, like, why fucking make him lose?
samesies Bell 9. Also
Fucking stupid.
have 9 on Mr. Logan Paul. We're retaining. We're taking it on to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. We're down
2
to
more. We need to make a
have
decision.
Philly Street Fight with, I didn't know that was their name, the Pride.
Did not know that either.
Taking on Final Testament.
That'd be so funny if it started off, if their theme music started off like that.
Is this you or me?
This is you. Oh shit! I get the fucking title match. Fuck. Shit, tits.
This is one where it's like Lashley wasn't on the card last year. Lashley needs to get put on the card this year. They just started this new faction with Cross. And it's kind of in a situation where I'm like, I feel like both teams kind of could use the win, but it's a street fight. So it's like, I'm just going to lean with the hotness on this one. So I'm just going to put 1 point on Hot Bobby and the Street Profits. I'm not calling them the other one. And
You're not committing to it.
I don't like it.
How many points did you put on there? 1?
Yeah. 31's up.
I agree with you, but you see, I'm not a bitch ass bitch, and I will say I'm going to put 11 points on the Pride.
I only had 1 and 2.
The Pride.
I have nothing but low numbers left because this is a heart brain pick coming up for the main event. And I set myself up for this.
I also have a low number on here. So I have 2 points left. Well, I'll wait until you change the fucking graphic. God damn it.
Wait,
anyway.
Wait. You
didn't change the graphic.
Wait, did you pick this already?
I told you I was doing the Pride for 11 points.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry then. I was still waiting for the announcement.
No, I said the Pride, 11 points. I said then you like went on your tangent about how you only have low points left. All right.
I just think that's a throw up. That's a lot of points for that match. I think Cross and them can win that match easily. That's a lot of points for this. I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised by that.
You just don't have any faith. You just don't have any faith on Hot Bobby.
You don't have the WrestleMania backlash thing in your mind.
It's not time to paint my nails.
It is time to paint nails. Right
It's
after you pick this.
No, I'm still doing the show, babe.
So
Pick it. Is this you? Do you get the main event here?
I do. I do get the main event.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win? I'm gonna leave it up to the kid. Who's gonna win?
Cody.
You think Cody's gonna win? You want me to pick Cody? See, now here's the thing.
You're pandering to the crowd.
I'm gonna explain to you why you're wrong, Sophia. No. So, all right. So I'm gonna actually do a nice thought on this. So am I not doing
I will blame Reigns and Cody.
it? You want Roman Reigns and Cody to win?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that can't happen. All right. So
What a world that would be.
that would be interesting. Would you stop it?
I'm just
You're not pumping anything up. All right. We fell for this last year. Well, at least I did. Obviously, Cody was the obvious pick last year. It didn't happen. I want to start off by saying, no matter the ending of this match, who wins, who loses, I'm going to not care because I would like to see both of them win. I'm a fan of both. I think you can go either way. Bottom line, I'm not going to end WrestleMania pissed off because I will like to see either man walk out. And I think that's a great, great thing because last year I'm sure there were many people pissed off that Cody lost. Me personally, I'm assuming you can agree, if either one of them will be fine, or if either one of them win, I'll be fine.
Yep.
I'll throw my ones up or I'll fucking, whoa. I just want to make that clear. It all depends on the story you tell. All depends.
You got me so
Cody, does he finish the story? Is this finishing the story? Do you do this 2 years in a row? Are you doing Roman Rock Mania? Are you doing Rock Cody SummerSlam? So many things factor into this. Are we getting Avengers Endgame at WrestleMania? And you know what I mean. I don't know. Half of me wants to pick Roman mainly because you're going to be in a tracksuit and I would love for you to root for Cody while in said tracksuit. The other smart person in me wants to pick Cody because there's no fucking way they do it 2 years in a row. And I know you're just going to go the opposite of me here. You have to go the opposite of me here. And I know you really want to pick Roman Reigns.
I don't remember. I only have 1 point left, and you went on a stretch with Bailey and Lashley now, where I don't really think this pick actually has as much. Now this is a passion pick for me. I'm very interested in who you're. I think I know who you're taking. I think I can just. I think I.
There's no way because I don't know who I'm taking.
I think I can
both
tell who I'm taking.
Both make sense. Both make sense.
What do you have left?
I have 2 points. left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you're taking.
You know who I'm taking? Who am I taking?
You're taking Cody.
Who am I taking? Am I taking Cody? I am
Yeah.
taking Cody. I am going to take Cody. But it's not because of Cody. It's not because of Roman Reigns. It's because I want to see Cody get his ass beat by all the bloodline. Seth Rollins coming in. I mean, I didn't even talk about him. There's a chance that Seth Rollins could totally turn on Cody this whole time. Like that's a big factor. That's a big, big factor.
As a man in a tracksuit, he would love that.
Yeah, like that's a huge factor. But at the same time, he could come in and try to help Cody and the bloodline, still beating the shit. I mean, Seth is like gassed from losing his title to Drew. And you got Drew coming out and beating the shit out of Seth and all that. I want to see, the only reason I'm picking Cody is because I want to see John Cena come out and I want to hear the glass break. I want to hear the glass break one final time in person and have Steve Austin and John Cena come out, fuck up the bloodline. If it were my way, it would be Rock, Mankind, 99 all over again. Austin comes out in his long sleeve shirt, camo hat, whacks Roman with the chair, throws Cody on Roman, 1, 2, 3, new champ. I'm I want to see Avengers Endgame at WrestleMania 40. I guess I'm going with my heart. I'm going to go with my kid. Cody Rhodes finishes the story.
Beautiful.
2 points.
All right. I think I've been waiting like 3 weeks for this moment. You kind of got into a lot of it. And again, this is my 1 point. Let's start with saying how much this Roman Reigns run has been fantastic. I personally think this can continue. I don't think that's the smartest decision for business. If you said this to me 2 months ago, I don't think I would have even listened to you. But more recently, I realized that if Cody does not win this year, it does not make the Cody character look good for one more year. If you are a biased Roman Reigns fan, it's simple for you to be like, Roman wins. And I think I might have been that like 6 months ago, going back to the year 2015 when I hated the guy and was booing him and then cheering him for winning the title in Philly. So Roman's been my dude forever. I want him to win selfishly, but your Avengers Endgame theory is like I'm gonna now talk about this message that I was talking with my brother who got me into wrestling. I would go to his house when he moved out when he was like 18. We were all 4 years apart. He's my oldest. I have a middle brother, so I was 10. Every pay-per-view Sunday night, I would go to his house and he would drive me back. So I late 11 something. My mom would be pissed off. And he had a hot box too. I'll give you all of his information. We'll dox him. We used to steal pay-per-views. He used to steal pay-per-views, not me. I was an innocent child. But I told him I was going, and he was like, tickets were expensive. I'm like, come on, we got this. So we figure out our ways. We buy tickets, we sell tickets, we get tickets, we figure out a way to get there. He congratulated me on the house, and then he said, my only question is, does Cody win? And I said, I think they are going to put it on him. I said, I'm for Roman retaining, but it will damage Cody too much if they don't pull the trigger. And then I sent him this one message, the big blue one there.
Oh,
I read it already. And this is my pitch to him. I basically pitched almost till next year on this little paragraph. And I guess this will summarize everything for the most part. Sunday night is going to be Avengers Endgame style. I'm feeling. Everyone is interfering. Same finish as last year. I got very descriptive. Same finish as last year with Solo and Roman Spear, but Cody kicks out. He said I could see Stone Cold, Cena. I could see Stone Cold coming out, maybe beating up The Rock, stunning Roman, right into crossroads. Cody is champion. Confetti. Cody has his moment. I don't know if we get the little signature in the corner, but that may happen. And I added a little bit more to this, but closes the show. Rock turns on Roman to close the show out. That's the big moment. Roman's gone for a while. And then I just said it leads up. Roman going through new bloodline members. Jimmy, Solo, leading to him and The Rock next year in Minnesota for WrestleMania 41. If Cody is winning the title, I don't see how that doesn't happen on Sunday night. I'm very stubborn about that too. Like, I didn't want anyone to get involved in it originally for Cody to win the title because I thought it would like lessen it. But storytelling wise, Roman could also come back and be like, you guys cheated. And be completely blind to the fact that he did that for all these years. There's so many things you can do with it, but if you're going to put the title on Cody, I think it's just going to be this huge final battle moment where on it, I wish you could bring like just all these people back from all the past of this feud and just, I think it's just going to be an overbooked mess, but I think it might be beautiful. I already have one. I went on a long with one on Cody. And again,
So,
like, said
get
it
this
perfectly. Yes, go.
You're going Cody Rhodes. So we currently right now have the same picks for the whole night. So you're banking on my 10 or 11 being completely wrong.
I think so. I think one of the two that you picked that I have low points on, that I have high points on, I think one of them are going to lose.
Huh.
That's basically what I'm banking on. If not,
wait, how much did you have? How much did you have on the Pride?
just one. I had 2 on Cody.
You have 2 on Cody. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 1 just on Lashley and the Profits. Again, I couldn't go high with the because it's like I kind of want Roman to win, but I also get the whole like Cody thing, and I'm just like, I don't know if they can drag this out anymore. So I'm like very comfortable believing that I almost could put like the most on Cody. Like I'm very confident he's gonna win. And again, like you said it perfectly. Like that's like the whole time I've been thinking about all this, you just said during your prediction, like Roman could win and Cody could win no matter what. I'm gonna be excited about it. I'm like, yo, he's right. Like that's a win-win. Like that's perfect.
It is. It's a win-win, and it's nobody thought about that. Like I'm so glad we have WrestleMania 40 and we didn't have WrestleMania 39 because I'd probably maybe have been singing a different tune. I don't know. I probably picked Cody last year, but was also a fan of Roman, so maybe I wouldn't have been singing a different tune. But right now, I'm like stoked that either way, we're going to get a winner. We're going to get an end to this feud.
Oh, hold on. This is why I waited for this so long. Damian Priest thing. If Roman Reigns wins this match, I'm not going. If Damian Priest somehow takes the pin in this match and Roman pins Damian Priest and not Cody, and I think that's the only way maybe you do the continuation of Roman being champion. And you drag that out because it's just like, wait, what? Like Damian Priest comes in and just
see now. That's a way to get. I feel like you saying that pissed me off. You just thinking that that's a possibility pissed me off.
So it is.
I feel like I have a pretty good finger on the pulse of the city of Philadelphia and its wrestling fans, and I feel like if that were to happen, Mania's ending with boos.
Oh, but a lot of people, dude, I have to feel a lot of people do like Roman though. And again, it's like that where so many people are
I agree with that. It's just they want to see him beat Cody. They don't want to see fucking Damian Priest ruin this big ass one-on-one grudge match.
Yeah.
That's a year in the making.
You're basically rerouting WrestleMania 31 booking. Instead of the guy cashing in winning, you end up like in that situation, you just helped Brock Lesnar. Like he just ended up retaining. And Seth didn't win. No one wanted Roman to win that year. Brock wins, and everyone's like, okay. It was just, but oh my God, that's what I just mean. Like a heat thing. I think they want to turn Damian Priest's face with the whole Judgment Day thing, though. But that's my only thought process of like how you can screw Cody over again without doing interference, everything. It's just like, oh, what if there's a cash in and Cody doesn't even get pinned?
Fucking terrible.
Or getting a feel good win. All right. They're locked in. Now we just got to go enjoy it. Hit the outro. All right. We got to do Jabroni of the Week real quick. You got one lined up?
Sort of.
Yeah, me sort of too. And then I got to go feed my family. All right. Hit it.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jabroni.
All right, Jabroni of the Week time. We've been gone for a while. I'm going to do a real quick, simple, unbiased, just from the past week more. There was a lot of the whole Punk stuff going on about things that we kind of already knew about, and people trying to defend it, and another company just trying to talk about it nonstop instead of just being an individual and doing. But again, you can call me a drone or whatever. I watch both products, and I used to love the other product a lot. But if you're not going to stop thinking about your ex-girlfriend, you're never going to move on. So I guess in general, on WrestleMania week too, just the company in general, AEW, is my jabroni of the week. What a one-sided, what a biased, oh my God. And all the goofs are coming in this week. We didn't even talk about all the goofs coming in this week. I hope we run into some goofs this weekend.
Yeah. Gonna be crazy. Gonna be nuts.
And we'll find them.
Spend $2,000 just to fucking shit talk this show. My jabroni of the week is gonna take a unique turn here. It is a jabroni of the week, but at the same time, it's a memoriam. It's a tribute. It's we had a sad situation happen yesterday. As you know, it was raining profusely the last couple of days, and I don't know. You've been over my house out front a couple times. I don't know if you've noticed my trash cans. I have one particular trash can that has a lid attached to it, and there's a hole in it. A pretty big, pretty good sized hole. I'm assuming was eaten by squirrels. It was made by squirrels. But you know, I forget what I was doing yesterday. I mean, I had to take out the trash. Oh, there we go. So I forgot to put the lids on my other trash cans, and they collected a good amount of water from the rain this whole week. So I decided to dump them out. Then flip them upside down. They won't catch any water. We'll be good to go. I got to the trash can with the hole in it, in the lid. And it's a nasty trash can. It was a nasty trash can. I don't know what about it. Like there's still trash in it. There's trash stuck to the side in it. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna clean it out. I know it's probably the worst time to do it because it's raining and I'm gonna be soaked and whatever, but I gotta do it. So I went to dump the water out first, and there was a soldier in there. Gave me the heebie-jeebies, but I noticed there was something in that trash can with 4 legs. So immediately I was a little girl and ran into the house. Like, what the fuck was that? You know? I didn't know if it was alive. It was so quick. I didn't know it was alive. I didn't know what it was. You know, I've dealt with I've picked up dead bats before outside of my old house. They were small. This was like a fucking animal. So after building up enough courage, I was like, all right, it's cool. See what it is. And I don't. There was a good amount of water, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if a squirrel fell into this hole and couldn't get out. I don't know if because our trash got picked up on Monday, and there was no squirrel. So between Tuesday and Wednesday, something happened. So this squirrel died from what I can only assume is drowning, because I picked it up. It looked intact. It was just very soaked. So, RIP to this squirrel, but also you're a jabroni for making that big of a sized hole in my fucking lid. I now have that trash can in my garage after cleaning it out and disinfecting myself. That way we can avoid other squirrels getting the bad news. But yeah, man, that was interesting. So you're a jabroni, but RIP squirrel.
Here's to you.
Yeah.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jabroni.
All right. We're going to wrap it up here. My kids are very hungry, and I promised fast food tonight, so everyone's super excited.
Ooh, what we getting? What we getting?
A trip to me and Lydia. We're doing the Wendy's thing, and my son wants Chick-fil-A. So that's a little bit
Wendy's
more.
Get the Baconator with the pretzel roll.
Oh, yeah. So I was like, Wendy's in a while. I want to go. It's right there. And of course, he wants to be difficult when there's a Wendy's right there and a Taco Bell right there. I'm trying to I'm going to slide into Burlington. I need white sneakers and black sneakers for these tracksuits to finish up the WrestleMania attire. So we're getting sneakers, fast food coming back, posting this episode that we're doing right now live. And then, well, not live. I mean, live the tape. And then that's it. Work tomorrow, and then we're down there late afternoon, and then I'm thinking hopefully after maybe Tuesday we'll try to
I'm on vacation this all upcoming week, so I'm good on that.
We'll hit Tuesday. Tuesday will be a recap episode of our entire trip from Friday to Monday, and then we'll hit it back on the weekend, talking about wrestling news, SmackDown, and whatever else happened. And we'll be back on our routine again, finally. And I apologize that was a little insane.
I'm also going to be kind of for this week redoing doing the TikTok thing. I'm going to be TikToking this weekend. Throw some hashtags in there. Everyone's going to be knowing where we're at. So if you do watch this, you are going to Mania, and you see us, say what's up. I know it's hard to see us because we're shadow banned, but if you do see us,
I originally planned on getting a big, huge, and I just kind of completely forgotten. I have all these other things. I was originally planning on getting a big, huge jaBROnis flag that had the YouTube of it. That would have been in the parking lot, and I did not get it. And I'm super bummed about that. That's on me. But yeah, I'm gonna be hopefully I'm gonna try to just film a bunch of stuff and maybe just kind of put a bunch of things together and have a little video. I did one way back for 35. That was cool. But yeah, anytime something's cool happening, I'll try to get it rolling. I know I'll be in my Rollins gear at some point. We'll try to get footage of that. We'll just try to get footage of just walking around and kind of filming nonsense, maybe talk to some people. I know Saturday, I think, will be more stationary. Sunday, you never know. We could venture around and see what's going on, but I'm trying to get a bunch of footage from all the several days and we'll compile it together and do something. Either we do an episode where we throw up the footage and we're off to the side and we can throw the footage up and just kind of talk about, we'll see. Technology now, you can do whatever, but YouTube, the jaBROnis Pod, on X jaBROnis Pod, all episodes there. The show, jaBROnis Pod on X, Philly Jabroni 1 for Mr. Mike Butler. I am happy.
I think I'm like, I forget my TikTok name, but just search my name and you'll find me.
I have on my personal Twitter. I've not been on there that much, but maybe I should this weekend. But we'll see everyone out and about this weekend. We'll be all over the place down there. We'll be there every day. So hopefully we'll see you there, and we'll talk about it all this Tuesday. So until then, jaBROnis out. Hit it.
jaBROni, JABRONIXYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
We don't believe you, jaBROnis. Nah, we don't believe you.